We'll do paralyzed, I guess. Confused might be more relevant, but being paralyzed sounds pretty awful, so we'll just do paralyzed. Captain Armid, you psycho, why are you standing up there? Sailkind bows respectfully and says amiably, I was hoping you would honor me with a visit. I know you're extremely busy, but I've been eager to meet the person who managed to restore Golarian to control over part of Sarkorian lands for the first time in decades. It's incredibly symbolic. Remind me who you are again? I'm Captain Sailkind, the commanding officer of a mercenary band called the Blackstone Company. We're a vanguard of the Andoran group of sellswords whose services were paid for by Queen Belfry. Our advanced forces were sent to Dresden. I'm happy that I was chosen to lead them. Tell me about your mercenary company. The Blackstone Company is proud to be recognized as one of the finest Andoran mercenary regiments. We're not a bunch of unscrupulous sellswords who could oppress the innocents and serve the tyrants of the world. No, we're adventurers eager to get involved in a dangerous enterprise and leave it with pockets full of gold and a clear conscience. Which is why we held a vote among our units. We're glad to accept Queen Galfrey's invitation to join the crusade, though some of our commanders did voice their displeasure with the sum of she offered. Like I said, we Andorans are free people who cannot be pushed around and who cannot be bought, only convinced. Must have stories to tell. Let's put it this way, if I father any children, I'll have something to tell them. I wasn't even 20 when I joined the Blackstone Company. I've seen my share of scuffles, but my goal in every conflict remains the same. Defend the common folk, not all sellswords free civilians well, you know. But my soldiers have never disgraced themselves with dishonorable conduct. Once I even joined an expedition that reached the crown of the world, I swear, I've never neglected such a crucial strategic necessities as supplying the troops with warm undergarments after that. Despite not always agreeing with my superiors and the company, I earned my reputation as a competent officer. I was relied on thought-out logistics, exercise caution, and strictly follow tactical doctrine. But like a soldier to the core, you must have been serving all your life. Selkin chuckles. Who knows what the future holds for me? In my spare time, I study history and applied anthropology. I'm just an amateur, of course, but sometimes I think I could be a decent lecturer. Almost as good as I am as an adventurer. I might even find a way to combine the two callings. I was completely smitten when I discovered Sarkorian culture. They were such an interesting people. Just freedom-loving, tenacious. Sure, their traditions were not entirely flawless, but nevertheless, their demise was a great loss for all of Avison. What good fortune that you have in your party, probably the last surviving Sarkorian. And a chief at that. I haven't yet had the opportunity to speak with Master Olesk in person. In order to remedy that, I'd love to ask him about the Sarkoris he knew. I have some question about your fascination with Sarkoris. 1 second. Do 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 do. I understand a few people are interested in the subject, even other anthropologists unjustly neglect it, but I intend to shed light on this chapter of history. If anything remains of Sarkoris, I will find it, no matter how small its shards may be. What fascinates you so much about Sarkoris? Plenty of refugees from Sarkoris found a home in other lands. Their culture lives on. Well, that's open interpretation. Once Sarkorian refugees found themselves in foreign lands and surrounded by strangers, they inevitably began to adopt the culture of their hosts. Have you met Sarkorians from Numeria? By now they are more Numerian than not, and for that I blame the people in power. It was in their interest to erase the cultural identity of the arriving Sarkorians, to forge them into new subjects who have forgotten their homelands. Besides, Sarkoris was never a monolithic entity. It was an alliance of countless tribes, each carrying different cultural baggage, sometimes even contradicting one another. To piece together an understanding of the customs of Sarkoris as a whole, you can't rely on the knowledge of surrounding tribes. What fascinates you so much about Sarkoris? A sparkle of passion gleams in Salakin's eyes. They were an amazing people. We're used to treating Sarkoris like a barbaric northerner land, inhabited by brutish and primitive people, who condemn magic and dance to the shaman's tune. But this is our snobbery speaking. In fact, life in Sarkoris was much more nuanced and sophisticated. Behind the false front we erected, there was hiding a nation of skilled craftsmen, wise stargazers, enlightened priests, and clear-thinking chieftains. They were anything but bloodthirsty and brutish. They managed to create a nation without shackling themselves with the bonds of monarchy or trusting power into the hands of wealthy magnates. They were cultured, spiritual, curious, and they despised injustice. Sure, they had flaws, but there are many nations in the world where power genuinely belongs to the people. But are there? Over the last few years, I've seen acts of horror even in Andoran, not to mention in other countries. In Sarkoris, power was given to those who earned their authority. I feel that if it weren't for the World Wound disaster, they would have given Avistan and the entirety of Golarion a distinct vision of the future where everyone was free and equal. The fall of Sarkoris is a tragedy, and therefore we must expand every effort to collect the pieces of the picture. I feel like Sarkoris was a bit of a shithole, but how do you plan to look for the remnants of Sarkorian culture? I'm sending scout patrols to places where, if my assumptions are correct, there may still be Sarkorian refugees hidden in plain sight. I don't believe the whole country can perish without a trace. Among locations I'm interested in are Pelura's Fall, the mining town Seswell to the west of here, the city of Undarin, Bloodwood Settlement, and many others. Of course, some of the company commanders think I diverted too many resources to such expeditions, but I couldn't care less. If there are any survivors, we'll save them. Have you ever heard of a village called Wintersun? Actually, that's why I'm here. As soon as I learned you had discovered a settlement where the surviving Sarkorians still live, I volunteered to take command of the company vanguard. It's a fantastic, priceless anthropological discovery, and I hope the devastated lands of former Sarkoris still have little nooks like Wintersun. You're correct, some Sarkorians did escape. I visited one of their secret dwellings, but I cannot tell you where. I swore an oath of secrecy. The captain's eyes shine with excitement. He opens his mouth to let loose a first barrage of questions, but ultimately restrains himself. His expression betrays happiness and frustrations in equal measure. At last, he clears his throat and says, I understand, an oath is an oath. This is really a secret place, a village, located not that far from here. You see, I've been there, but I was sworn to secrecy, so I can't tell you exactly where it is. Let me know if you need help in your search. Actually, I could use some help. A group of my scouts have gone missing. Presumably they got lost. They're competent and reliable soldiers that are trained personally. Their orders were carefully and stealthy. Retreat if they discovered anything dangerous. If you find my men, please give them direction to address them. I'll be extremely grateful. Please let me mark the area. Oh, what can you tell me about Sarkorian culture? So I got a quest from a dude that wasn't even on the map. That's interesting. I studied their traditions and their customs and their rules. I know what they loved and I know what they feared. Did they really persecute mystical practitioners in Sarkoris? It would be historically inaccurate to deny it or to excuse these acts. Yes, Sarkorian's society was not perfect. They reacted to mystical powers with fear and prejudice, but this particular conflict was deeply rooted in politics. In many countries, mystic practitioners hold vast power due to their special abilities. It's these people who often become oppressors, tyrants, and despots. Yes, the treatment of mystics in Sarkoris was cruel and unjust, but the people united in struggling against a minority that often encroach upon their interests in a very hostile manner. I'm repulsed by the idea of throwing innocent people into prisons, but I'm not naive. Those political realities can't simply be dismissed or ignored. They need to be understood and addressed, because these desperate actions also have a certain logic at their core. Tell me what you find the most exciting about Sarkorian history. Have you ever heard of the God Callers? Oh, they're amazing and fascinating culture or phenomenon. The Sarkorians were a highly spiritual people that revered not only the deities we know, but also a plethora of lesser entities. They're tribe gods, clan gods, settlement gods, and sometimes even patrons of individual families. God callers could contact these beings and become their, how shall I translate it, companions. They form a very strong bond. In a way, gods were their spiritual siblings. Well, you can imagine just how different their society was from ours. Union with the divine was a more regular occurrence, and the higher powers intervened in their affairs of mortals more often. Who ruled Sarkoris? That's an interesting question. Many people compare Sarkoris to modern kingdoms since they did have chieftains endowed with absolute power. Still, the nations did not have a single leader. The Council of Chiefs made their decisions together. In some places, the post of chieftain was hereditary, but as far as I know, not everywhere. Besides, their politics were influenced by god callers and priests, who relayed the wishes and expectations of higher powers to common folk. The chieftains could not ignore them. I would compare Sarkoris to modern Andoran rather than Mendev. It was a true nation, of people firmly aware of their unity and shared purpose. I have to go.
I do what I must.
Okay, so I don't think Selkin is on the map, is he? Isn't. I guess I should do another run around town and see if I find other people that can also give me some quests. Oh, whoops.
I'm gone.
When I'm gone, just carry on, don't mourn. Commander, an aged dark-skinned Garundi man with sharp features addresses you with a confident salute. Instead of hair, his head is covered in sparkling crystals.
Hi there, mister.
Hi there, Julius. Captain Armit, at your service. What are your responsibilities in my army? Enlisting, screening, and training recruits. Furthermore, by Her Majesty's order, I was appointed as the chair of your staff council. As he mentions Galfrey, his voice assumes a tone of deference and reserved pride. Tell me, Captain, what does the staff council do? In short, we make sure that whatever orders are given, they're executed properly. Our job is to keep the soldiers' morale high, so that they always follow their officers' commands without question. As for the officers themselves, we look out for any unseemly or incompetent types who subvert the troops' trust. I will report any staff-related issues to you, suggest solutions, and ensure that your directives are followed. Tell me about yourself. Affirmative. I hail from Osirian. My parents were caravanners. They knew the entire length and breadth of the desert, fearing no heat, thirst, or wind. They told me that I was born after they miraculously survived a fierce sandstorm, one that raged for 5 days straight, blocking the sun out of the sky. We call sandstorms like those harmattangs. I don't know if they made me that way if that made me the way that I am, but I do know that they named me after the sandstorm. I didn't follow in my parents' footsteps. In truth, I feel uneasy in the desert. Among the dunes, I feel like I'm trudging through a swamp. Instead, I enlisted in the army of His Majesty Kemet I. He had just ascended the throne after throwing off Kalashite yoke and returning Osirian to its independence. I soldiered in the infantry for exactly 100 years. I saw and shed no shortage of blood, both mine and that of others. In other words, I performed my duty to my homeland. But the older I got, the stronger a nagging voice in my head grew. It kept telling me that I was not fighting for what I should have been. Homeland or not, there was a war in this world that was meant more than all the others. I went to the temple of Ra, made my sacrifice and prayed. O King of Heaven, set me on my path. That same night I had a dream. I was a sandstorm flying above the endless lands as if I had falcon's wings. Over the deserts, the air, sea and forests, right towards the world wound. My God had shown me the path. That was clear as day. I resigned and left the faraway Mendev. For 24 years I had served Her Majesty Galfrey. Had a good taste of the abyss, Then that whole disaster in Canabris occurred, and the Queen called for a new crusade. Here I am, fighting under your command. Right, that guy was quick and short. What's up, Mr. Julius? What are you up to today?
We do it my way.
I just realized that random people standing around town have quests for you, so... I guess I'm running around town. Not much, got back from the dentist and had some pasta. Nice. How's the Pathfinder going? Pretty good. We're in talking mode now. That's probably gonna be the rest of the stream, honestly, but maybe not. I found your friend Jana imprisoned by rocks. I'll be damned. I wish I'd been there. And how is she? She was imprisoned after she ran from us at the Hound Hunters camp. The rocks wanted to perform a demonic ritual on her right before they could. I wish I had realized earlier that she was such a coward. But everyone belongs in the war against the demons. I should have talked to Irabeth and sent her somewhere far to the rear. So what happened? I saved her and let her go. Oh, thank you so much. Jana did a lot of stupid things, but killing her would be wrong. I hope she's in Dresden. I'll find her and have a heart-to-heart with her. If she returned home to Miven, well, at least she won't have to worry about what happened to her. Hey, what's up, Chris Belia?
Follow if you dare.
Alright, looking for named people with quests.
I'm off.
I have to go. These dudes don't get new items, right? I don't have to like keep checking if there's new items for sale. I'm paralyzed by choices. What choices? Whether you should stay or go? What is the price in parentheses there? Is that like the actual sales price? But oh yeah, I'm getting a discount on these. What the hell? Well, the real price for this is 290,000 gold. You recover 2 second level spells? What? That must be wrong, right?
I do what I must. We do it my way.
I'm not really using those pearls of power. They seem giga expensive. I mean, I have additional money now, but I could use the additional money to buy some materials instead. That's for what I would use it for.
Follow if you dare.
I'm trying to get inspiration to decide what mythic path to play first. Oh, it's your first time playing the game?
I'm off.
I mean, I just go for personally. I just go for like what makes sense in like the roleplay, like whatever fits my character. I don't think any of the. I don't know if anyone. There's probably a consensus about which ones are better. I would assume in the community, but I feel like they're all probably pretty equal. I would
must.
assume. Kind of just depends on if you're looking for like what's the most powerful or what's the most roleplay, I guess.
I'm gone.
Ember. My name is Ember. I do know all the mythic paths.
We do it my way.
Before, when I didn't know what character I was making, I was thinking about going the Aeon path because I think the Aeons are cool. The Aeon path probably has a lot of cool interactions, I assume. I've seen a lot of Aeon options, so...
Follow if you dare.
But I ended up going Angel. Angel has been pretty decent so far. Angel's probably the most generic, though, I think. Angel's like it's like baby's first mythic run. And or Morgreg's talisman. Morgreg is dead. The color drains from CR's face. He takes a straw figure from his shaking fingers. His mouth twists unpleasantly, as if the old man is about to start sobbing. The knight looks at you with horror. The old warrior drops to his knees slowly and awkwardly, with apparent difficulty. My boy, but how? What happened? It's not your fault. Morveg's soul was consumed by vengeance. He went to get the cursed sword of Gorham and got himself killed. Poor boy. I was afraid of this. The war tainted his soul with darkness the moment he was born. It doomed him to death before he could even walk. I warned him. But what are an old man's warnings worth? The sword. That damned weapon of Gorham, where is it? Do you have it? It must be destroyed. The war devours our souls, and Gorham, its lord, watches over all with indifference. Take it and destroy it. We've done the right thing, the honorable thing. No one will ever fall victim to it again. No one will suffer poor Morveg's fate. Damn this war. Damn this war! I know how difficult it can be to keep yourself in check when war is raging around you. When your comrades are dying, your deed will not go unnoticed. The everywhere Crusaders will tell of your wisdom. They will tell all Mendev that you did not allow war to enslave your mind. Good choice, guys.
I'm off.
I like to do just standing outside in the street, reading a book. Nighttime in the winter. I do like every path except Legend and the Assault one. Well, I mean, you could always do multiple playthroughs, right? In my head, I'm definitely doing multiple playthroughs of this, but in reality, I'm probably gonna be like, you know, that was a pretty long game. Let's not do that. Not on stream though. You have to. You get to have in Harry, bro. Hold your hand. True. I mean, one thing about generic choices, right, is that like, if I don't know if a generic is right, but one thing about like the normal choices is that they're normal for a reason, right?
I do what I must.
I don't have much value in not picking something because other people are picking it. Unless it's Final Fantasy 14, in which case, you know, Monkey's the best because no one plays it.
I'm gone.
I have to go. You don't understand. I have to leave. I have to do this. Why is this here? Should I buy this? Darek Sunhammer's jewelry? I don't understand what the point of that is.
We do it my way.
Fair, the idea of an undead monkey is hilarious. Yeah, that could be cool. I mean, I just pick whatever sounds most interesting right now. I don't feel like you can make any wrong choices, really. And then worst case, just do another playthrough.
Follow if you dare.
This is probably, I mean, it's been a while since I played Pillars of Eternity, but this has to be like the best CRPG out there right now, right? I don't think Baldur's Gate 3 comes anywhere close to this. In terms of like being a good CRPG. Baldur's Gate 3 is a good game, but it's not a good CRPG, I don't feel like.
I do what I must.
It's giving me Ain's old gown. Ain's old gown. Overlord. This is an anime? My Rogue Traders also scratching the CRGB. But yeah, but that's another Outcut game. I haven't played that one yet though, but I can see that. I can see that being a contender for sure. Cold iron, cold iron, cold iron. Great sword. Cold iron, light mace. This might be. Oh, we should do that first. Heal. Mind piercer. Under mind affecting effect. That's cold iron. I think we'll go for the +3 here. I am Ulbrig's son, and I've never known having feet. I am Ragil, but I'm not Ragile. Oh no, no. Alright, we're taking Greybar with us, we can give Greybar a good cloak. Oh, I don't have the +2s? No, it's +3. We're taking this little freak with us. This damage makes all ward abilities and spells, those who have the word ward in their names, granted +1 additional AC, become extended as though using... Two-handed weapon, huh? A composite bow counts as a two-handed weapon, right? Yeah. Con modifier, strength modifier, Ammon's benefits +2. I think we have better than that for sure. Where of these bricks confirms a critical hit with a two-handed weapon. I might bank those, I guess. I don't see myself ever using them really though. Rare this amulet is under blood rage effect. They gain a 5 ceiling 5 for the. Okay, that's not good for me. I ain't got any blood ragers, unfortunately. Then I guess we are plus to AC against undead creatures. Okay, so this is the helmet we can put on someone. Is anyone in my party not wearing a helmet right now? Alright, Greybor. All yours, buddy. Can Bismuth wear this? They're probably already on Bismuth. They just fell off. Okay, chat. Oh, I haven't leveled up chat in a while. Oh god, what feat am I getting now? We have Outflank already, we have Toughness, Dodge, Weapon Focus, Bite. Arbitrary Heavy Barding, maybe? So I don't get that for free. I haven't seen any Heavy Barding yet, but maybe I'll just pick that just so I have it. Sure. I'm sorry for a new CRP Warming game that's in development. There's a new Warhammer game in development? I haven't heard about that. The two classes I'm fighting over are Sorcerer and Blood Rager. At least from a perspective of what you encounter in the game, I've not seen a single, like, Barbarian character in the game yet. Hey, maybe I should use a Woolgif. Is Woolgif wearing a shirt? Oh. We keep the same AC here. Flat-footed versus touch. Oh, it's speed too. Actually, that's where I was the other one. It's 40k Dark Heresy, looks really good. That's an Inquisitor. But that's being developed by Alcat, right? Or... Oh yeah. That makes sense. I mean, they're just going down the... Can he wield throwing axes? It doesn't work for him, right? They're just going down the line of Warhammer 40k RPGs by Fantasy Flight, right? So they'll probably make only Warnex, and they'll probably make what's Spaceman called again? Death Squad, Death Watch. I think it's called Death Watch. I don't remember. Vultures looks like a more versatile barbarian. Vulture gets spell up to level 6 spells, mostly just stealth buffs. I'm gonna show you a stealth buff right here, little boy. Damn, that's a little bit of money right there. He's self-buffing himself on stream. That works, yeah. And I would do it again? Back once again with the Renegade. Wait, this would, if I equip this, when I cast like Death Ward. That's a ward spell, right? I think I'll remember to do it, but I guess... Cool. Alright, I called 200k real quick. I guess I'll probably buy some supplies, huh?
I'm gone. We do it my way. Follow if you dare.
Commander. The middle-aged dwarf salutes you casually. Her face is disfigured by huge scarred claw marks. One of her eyes is covered by a black patch, but the other is looking at you sternly and intently. Dorgalinda Stranglehold at your service. What's your role in my army? I'm the chief quartermaster in charge of material support. I make sure our brave soldiers are armed, armored, and fed when they go into battle. Or at least 2 of 3 are. You know how it goes. Urgenda chuckles. I'm also the head of the Logistics Council. If we're missing something, I'll report it to you right away. What does the Logistics Council do? It supplies what else? As you lead your troops in those legendary battles, we solve various non-heroic issues like what our fighters are going to eat tomorrow, or how to fix a chainmail shortage, and how to get our hands on shipments of helmets we purchased that stuck somewhere in Ustalav. Those are the headaches we deal with. Sometimes, whenever we faced with something we can't just hash out without you, that's when we have to assemble the council and ask for your decision. But Torek's willing, that won't happen too often. You got your supplies covered, so you go ahead and be heroic. To your heart's content. What became of the quartermaster who was taking care of the supplies during the march on Dresden? Nothing really. He got a medal for his heroism during the assault on Dresden, and now he's right back where he was, keeping up with the good work. It's just that the fortress like Dresden is a little out of his league. When you need to supply the camp during the march, he's your man, but it takes a different set of skills to be a chief quartermaster. What's with the nickname Stranglehold? Our resident jokesters came up with it when my hand went numb from the wound. She holds up her crooked fingers, withered to bone. After that, I left the front lines for the supply service, and then I showed every wisecracker that one hand is all you need to keep your supplies in order. My grip really is a stranglehold, you see. All those thieving quartermasters who go out of their way to sell ammunition on the sly, scatterbrained officers who lose half a caravan in every skirmish, civilian milksops who always have a sob story to explain why they can't give you anything to the army. They all learned well why people call old Dorchelinda Stranglehold. You have spells available that could restore your hand. Spend it on some poor sap whose legs got ripped off in the first battle. Thank you for your concern, Commander, but while we're at war, resources should be sent where they're needed. I'm handling the logistics just fine with my one hand. I have to go. I gotta do this. How's run The wrong way here.
What I must.
I gotta put Logan. Come on. Hi, Papa. Very good. Commander, Anivia greets you with an energetic nod. My people have reported some shifty-looking characters hanging out in the cove not far from here. They invited passerbys to go treasure hunting, promised them untold riches. Apparently there have been folks who brought their tales and went away with them. None have come back. Sounds like a place worth investigating. What do you think? Tell me more. This place, the Murky Grotto, Anivia marks the spot on your map. There are two of them, a fat guy and a scrawny guy. Could be your everyday bandits, but what if they're cultists? Anyway, I'd go check it out just be safe. Have there been many reports like this? A whole heap of them. In this whirlwind of ours, cultists, spies, crooks, and lunatics are all over the place. I usually don't report this kind of stuff to you. I just deal with it myself, but those treasure hunters, my guts tell me they're a special case. Some things that only you can deal with. Very well, I'll look into it. Thank you for your report. Land looks resolute and serious. Kiryu, we got ourselves settled in here, so it's time to go back for the mongrels. If you don't do it, Sol will keep stalling until Iomade herself comes down to drag him out. Why do you want to go back for them? Good. Well, let's go. We can always use more fighters. Call me when you're ready to go. I'll be waiting. Neatholm has been revealed. What? Oh, this is traveling all the way south again. I guess if I could upgrade one of my towns, I could just make a teleporter down there, huh? Ugh. Oh, my arm's so wet from Logan's drool. Cool. The middle game. Am I fatigued? No.
I'm gone.
I forgot if I have some like corruption or something. So what's the deal here? Should I do the land mission first and then Greyboard probably? Let's do that. Does land even have a weapon right now? I forgot. I don't know if I gave Finian away. I don't know if I gave him a new bow. Really, I have to go all the way back down, huh? And you can't make a teleport unless I upgrade one of those buildings, right? No. Gosh darn it. Generals. Suppress all units within the force area. I mean, there's some hospitals in Spirit, isn't there, I guess? I mean, there's not much I can build right now anyway, because these buildings don't really work. Oh, for hospital. Maybe build a hospital in every location. That should add up a lot, I think. It's just we have to go through 800 loading screens to do that. Let's buy some resources, since we have a lot of money right now. I'll buy 1,000. And we'll go to every location and build ourselves a thingamajig there, probably. Build a hospital. Oh, this... Oh no, this feels like both of them. I don't know if I care about having additional energy on my troops, so maybe that is good too. Energy is the stuff I use to cast spells with, right? I guess that wouldn't be the end of the world to have. I don't know if it's worth it though, and I can spend the material points on getting other stuff done as well. I think it's worth it. What's up, Motus? Well, if Motus thinks it's worth it, then it must be worth it. Motus has a lot of experience with the Hearth of the Righteous. What are we talking about? I was talking about committing genocide. Yes, experience. 100% yes. Genocide, I'm in. Why didn't you say something sooner? Oh, I should build buildings in Dresden too, of course, but I haven't thought about that. Can you purchase money while you're in there? Nice. Okay, let's go take a gander at Dresden after this. You son of a bitch, I'm in. What the hell? Do. How are you enjoying the silky song? Wait, oh, I can build multiple of these. That's cool. Multiple hospitals, huh? But they cost more for repeated purchases, looks like. I already did one here. The hell? Salkinsongen is quite sugoi. Nice. Combining some languages there. I am from Silksong, and I love doing silky songs. Yeah, the price increase if you want multiple buildings of the same kind. That's interesting. I wonder if you can get... Well, I guess it doesn't matter. If you lose, you lose, right? But I wonder if you can get an infirmary the size of, like, an entire army. Very great, I have my nitpicks, but they are multi-sex, so no one takes them seriously, rightfully so. Multi-stakes? I think I need to play Hollow Knight before I play Silksong, because I played Hollow Knight in 2017, so it's like... It's been a little while. Alright. Oh, I address and manage. So we have a stable, main barracks, a smithy, and then main archery range. And we have a supply center down here. Oh, so much stuff to build here. We can build more smithies and stuff. Oh, we can. If I have a teleportation circuit, I can teleport back here, right? That's very nice. put that over here. Minus part of the rest in the fort, so that doesn't matter. Energy points income by 4. What is I don't oh, energy point income is like how much energy I get back every week. There's a number of available mercenaries by 1. Only 1 mercenary guild can build in fort. Oh, sure. Let's go mercenary. Yeah, Twitch. Thanos snapped like half of Twitch service last Wednesday. Finland is gone, for example, and it's going to Sweden now. I saw a Twitter post about it, but I wasn't sure like what the actual implications are, or if it's like a temporary thing or whatever. But I mean, that kind of makes sense based on people listing quality options too, right? Would make sense if Twitch are just toning down their cost a little bit. But I don't know if it matters much though. For some people it might, but for the vast majority it probably doesn't make much of a difference. It sucks for some people, from what I hear. I think it sucks for Americans probably because Americans have really bad internet. But for Europeans, it probably won't make any difference overall. Would be my assumption. If they ask Finland, I probably won't be able to stream app connection to anything else in EU. Oh yeah, that might be the case, but they probably won't. My assumption, if Twitch is cutting down on Ninja servers, my assumption would be that first of all, my assumption would be that having a lot of them is probably really expensive, and the other assumption would be that they probably found out that for the vast majority of usages it won't make a difference. Would be my guess. Like whether I connect in Norway or I connect in Sweden, we're probably talking about like, I mean, what the difference would be delay to my audience, right, to you guys, and the difference is probably like a few milliseconds or something like that would be my guess, or like an additional second or something, generally speaking. They would probably keep the ones that aren't like very well. I think Sweden has a very well established net infrastructure. More and more people are using enhanced broadcast now and aren't calling the streams local. There's less infrastructure. So that's possible too. But I mean, the overall idea is probably just to cut costs, right? I mean, they've been running their service as a giant loss for a really long time. I think I'll have to build a hospital here for sure. Also, for Australians 5%. Told them, yeah, sure, we can do that too. Oh wait. Wait, why didn't I build this? I should have built this instantly. What the hell? I went the last one. I tried to because my internet ain't good enough. Oh, that sucks, dude. And I guess upgrading internet isn't in the picture. Has your streaming problems been fixed, or is that still a thing too? I guess I could stop by the primitive altar on the way down, but it's kind of not along the way, honestly. I think it's just a resource place, right? Yeah. Cultural clan, farm. Why is the sea scuffed here? This is a weird sea on it for some reason. I have to remember how to split armies. I always forgot for some reason. I've like moved the army out and now I can split it? No. Might call some other ISPs. Yeah, that makes sense. You shouldn't need too much for it. But I guess it depends on how much your total output is. I should actually, while I'm here, I should actually just get all my units in here, right? Oh, I can. God damn it, stupid ass. Stupid ass. While we're in the vicinity, we might as well do this. Oh, I forgot I have one more army size on this character now too. I forgot about that. Do we just steal the spellcasters for now? I thought that's the thing that will make the most difference here. Let's just steal the spellcasters for now. Let's borrow ourselves some spellcasters. Probably put these like in the same corner, and then you have like this guy up here. It's not an enemy spellcaster. Like this. What? Are you sure I want to send this army to reserve for retraining? This action goes to reserve. What? What is this? Oh, dismiss. Oh. Retraining, what the hell? I think, like, honestly, obviously, I think there's a little, like, I think whatever Twitch has to do, they have to do, right? Like, ultimately, they have a platform that is really expensive to run, and they're not necessarily they're not charging me any money to stream on this platform, despite the fact that I'm almost assuredly losing the money, right? I don't think, well, maybe with announced broadcasting I'm not, but even then, probably I am, I would assume. I think you probably need to make a lot more money than I am for not losing money. And thanks ready for us, augment. Ooh, what is that? The relic will be augmented. What does that even mean? Oh, okay, we choose. The craftsman ready to use the web enveloping the altar of first retriever to create a relic for the commander. A decision needs to be made. Oh, that's cool. First retriever's padded armor. So we can either turn it into this thing, and then it just becomes this padded armor, which has a huge amount of max dexterity. Or I can make like an intermediate step for it. Is that what this means? Well, this I would basically never use. This I would basically never use. So I guess we're going for the short. Just Google what you will get. Sure. I mean, it's a little boring though, but they're both intermediate steps. Oh yeah, this intermediate step is a relic. Yeah, sure, I'll do that. The fate of the altar of the first retriever. Fate of altar of the first retriever. The hell is this? The kind of shit that you want to find steps? Yeah, I kind of agree. I guess I kind of agree. Well, it's just like, I love gambling. When you say balls get through whenever, do you mean like advanced steps where you get to choose different sets of armor and create powerful equipment? I should probably show this on stream, huh? Some I said, no, they didn't. I mean, there was one intricate quest to make an item in BG3 that I remember, where you had to gather all those materials and go back to that forge, and then all you made was just one useless, really garbage item that also had a useless garbage description on it, because it was like, it said like, I think it stops spellcasters from casting spells. So it's like, if you critically strike an enemy with this, they can't cast spells, I think it said, something like that. Then it turns out that they can cast spells because it's a save to see if they can't, or something like that. And it's like a DC 14 or something too. Okay, so they didn't include the entire text here, that's good. Bit of leather, webs, and teeth, and that's our plus one dexterity score. Okay, that's interesting. This padded armor is very stiff. Yeah, 8 dexterity. For next round, or text damage and spells. Is this like a meme where you hit yourself with electricity to make this happen? Aware of one more the creature, they get plus one attacks and damage rolls made limbs. Whenever a creature hits them with a melee attack, the creature suffers 1 damage. So, will break polymorphs, right? Or I think that's a polymorph trait, doesn't it? Whenever a druid wears it, casts a spell from their spellbook, they cast it if they were 1 level higher. They also gain a plus more nature skill checks. Okay, that's great. This shirt is weak from spiderwebs and strangles the wearer. Inflicts So, I don't get it. Do you choose? The next step is to choose which one of these I want. So I only get one of these, I assume, right? Whenever the wearer is hit by non-slashing melee weapon, they must pass their fix or become. That seems really bad. That seems really. I mean, I guess you get elect resistance 30, but that seems awful. I guess you put that on the spellcaster though, and it's not that bad. So the problem with the Shroud of Eternal Hunger is that that's the same as a necklace of Mighty Fist or whatever, right? On Oldbrig. But with it being a +4, it's better than the necklaces I have right now. It also opens up his necklace slot. I don't see myself grabbing anything else here. The only one that could wear this web strider armor really is Aura or Oriel. I always forget her name, but she has better armor basically, as far as I can tell. I feel like I either go for. So this thing, I mean, she doesn't have any lightning spells, so probably not this one. I think just getting a +10 combo bonus nature would be very nice. Let me quickly take a gander at. Can I X this out? I can, nice. Oh, I gotta actually do this. Ugh. 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 Sword of Gorum. Let's take a little gander at Olbrig real quick. Olbrig is currently wearing a shirt that gives him +1 to armor with mage armor. And Olbrig's shapeshift counts as a polymorph effect, correct? I don't know if this actually counts as a polymorph effect. It doesn't really say, so... Is Ulbrig Griffin form polymorph? Well, the AI overview told me yes, but I don't know where they got that source from. It also said in the game Pathfinder Kingmaker, his ability is specifically tied to Shifter class. So I feel like I feel like the Google AI might not be trustworthy in this case. Let me ask ChatGPT. ChatGPT probably knows. Is Ulbrig's Griffin form as a shifter considered a polymorph effect when it comes to using things that buff polymorph? Yeah, Solving's Griffin form as a shifter is considered a polymorph effect in Pathfinder 2nd edition. What? Okay, okay, ChatGPT. This is about the game Wrath of the Righteous by Owlcat that uses Pathfinder 1st edition. Also, the shifter doesn't even exist in this functions similar to Wild Shape. Who knows at this point? Who even knows? ChatGPT certainly doesn't. I mean, I could go for the Shard of Eternal Hunger and just see if it functions with Ulbrig, and if it doesn't, then I'm screwed. Or I can go for the Web Strider and just get a +10 competence bonus to lore checks, which I mean would just be nice to have, right? I am Ulbrig's son, and I have never known defeat. I wish it said somewhere, like, you would think that it would just, like, tell you somewhere, like, oh yeah, this counts as polymorphing. But maybe because it doesn't, that means that it doesn't count as polymorphing. I hate video games, man. Do I have anything else that increases my things for polymorphed? Okay, well, let's... I'll travel for a little bit until we get to, like, Leper Smile. Let's see if Lana's open now if we're encountering enemies. Hello? Oh, hey, what's up, Squire and... Old man? Ow, the hell? Okay. Of all the scrolls the intendant gave us, you choose this one? Really? It didn't even occur to you this was a problem? How are we going to face our mentor now? It's just a spell that, well, long story short, it will help us against the demons. We still want to be safe from the demons, don't we? The young man who stands at something squirming in the center of the meadow turns his gaze to you. Oh, seems like we got reinforcements, and it's Commander, no less. Who are you? The young man salutes you hastily. Tentacles, yeah. We're Crusaders, Commander. The squires of... Are these black tentacles? Squires of Sir Alfrey, Commander. We will be here... he will shortly finish inspecting his position. We will prepare for battle. What happened to you? We are escorting rescued prisoners to Canabres after we heroically liberated them. The young man beams with pride. There's an issue. Those from whom they were rescued now pursue us, so our leader and mentor, noble Sir Alfrey, decided to take a defensive position and fight. We tried to get ready for battle. Point at moving sprouts. What is that? This is a cluster of flexible, elongated, pulsating objects. These are the sprouts of plants whose behavior seems highly uncharacteristic for plants. You can call it a demon trap. Yes, definitely, it's a demon trap. They only look like ropes that are wider at the base and narrower at the ends, and suddenly gain the ability to move. You're trying to say like tentacles. By the way, did you know one of 8 tentacles of a male octopus is also their reproductive organ? We don't use words like this here. Like pollen? Yeah, that's right. The plant shoots are full of pollen. So where's your leader? Blue hair? LGBTQI+. He's here and hurrying to appear before you. The Altamar stands before you, screaming of chivalry. His armor and gear have seen many battles, but they're carefully polished. Every belt is properly fitted, and every buckle sparkles. The Altamar gallantly greets you. My sincere greetings to the Knight Commander of the 5th Crusade, the hero of the battle for Canabres and the battle for Dresden. Meeting you is an indisputable honor for me. I'm Sir Alfrey, a loyal follower of Divine Iomade, a knight, a nobleman, and a crusader. These young men are my squires, and we... Polish mentioned. The knight interrupts himself and turns his gaze to the sprouts springing forth from the ground. His eyes go wide. What is that? Sir, we were about to depart to the garrison. The intendant, Arcanis, gave us a scroll that creates a demon trap. We decided now is the best time to use it. This is a very good trap. These wriggling serpent-like grabbers can firmly hold the demon. Exactly. These rope-like moving sprout pseudopods have the optimal shape to grab and immobilize a demon. The expendable, sinuous sprouts will surely help fight the demons. The squire looks at you in silent gratitude and utters a sigh of relief. We have cleared up the questions that troubled me. Now it is time to turn our attention to more past-pressing matters. Tell me, squires, did you brief the commander and outline the gravity of our situation? Yes or no, I don't remember. I think something was said about a very, very nasty demon. The knight sighs. I beg your pardon and ask that you not judge these young men harshly. They cannot be blamed for lack of diligence. They are just young. They have not yet fully mastered the art of war and have not realized the importance of discipline. In time, they will become the pride of the Crusade forces. I'm certain of it. The squire smiles as he listens to the knight's words. The second squire proudly thrusts his chest out his chest, as he discreetly tries to wipe a clump of mud off his armor. I'll brief you myself, Commander. A monster really is pursuing us, but it is not a demon. It is something even more heinous and unnatural, a demodand. The assessment of its very, very nasty creature is accurate. My squires and I raided its lair and liberated several prisoners. This thing was going to drag to the abyss, but now the monster is coming after us. I estimate it will be here in half an hour. We plan to fight it. I'll be happy to help you. This is wonderful, Commander. It will be an honor to fight side by side. Please prepare yourself for a very, very nasty Demodan. We'll soon be here. Oh. Oh, shit! Very nasty Demodan. The creature that appears before you looks alien and disgusting, even to those accustomed to the abomination of the world wound. Very, very nasty is a fitting description. Its flesh seems to boil and melt, and the long, dark growths constantly shift and stretch along its flesh. The demon then stares at Joffrey. I'm mortal with the blood of heaven. I recognize your smell. It was you who dared break into my lair and steal my offerings to my masters. For this you will become an offering yourself. You and everyone with you. Are you trying to threaten me with your puny weapons? It would barely scratch me, but I can crush you like a maggot. I'm the commander of the 5th Crusade, and these people are under my protection. You hear that, monster? We're not the only ones standing against you. Our hero and leader stands with us. Be afraid, monster, for the final hour of your villainy in the land of Golarion has come. And not try to threaten me with your might, your invincibility, or even those. The knight casts a very glance at the demon's ever-shifting skin growths. Disgusting appendages. For the strength of a true knight is not in his shield, sword, or armor. A brave heart is my sword, and my faith in a righteous cause my shield. Nice.
For the glory of the Oles clan!
Well, the trap worked. It's level 20 outsider, it has wings. I can hold monster. Okay.
Make your peace.
I mean, so far so good.
Don't hold back!
Oh no! Oh, that guy's dead.
You've crossed the wrong mongrel.
Surrender or else!
I mean, but I couldn't do anything about that. That guy just died. I mean, what am I supposed to do here? I'm out of mana.
I will resist!
Oh, he stood up. Trophy catches their breath looking down the battlefield. I thank you for your help, Commander. And I thank you even more for the great tact and care you've shown. I noticed that you played along with my squires and didn't mention a certain word. A word that causes me great discomfort. Painful memories related to a traumatic experience in the past. If you will allow it, I will not bring this topic up again. It's too difficult for me. I was happy to help. My gratitude has no bounds. Thank you. Before you move on to do the great things that lay ahead of you, allow me to present you with a small gift. A humble knight, no matter how noble, could hardly possess something that would surprise you, but let this gift serve as a memento of our encounter. Oh, I guess I should give that to Gabor, probably.
I'm trusting you.
Vaya! Do 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 do. Bum 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 bum. Time to destroy. Oh, we're level 7 now too. Oh, I could have checked the polymorph thing there. I couldn't really have, I guess. Polymorphic. Did I get the item instantly when I click the button there? As increased, the military council requested the crusade leader. Okay, so a meeting to attend to. Short. Discover Taylor's for magnetic garment from the webs of the first retriever. Okay, but I don't know what happened. Did I get to the short? Wait, do I have to like... Do I have to like research it more now? 'Cause I don't see it anywhere here, so I don't know. I don't actually know what's happening right now. I got the shirt in my inventory. But I don't think I can do anything with it. Are you completing it to unlock the decree enchanting the altar of the first receiver? Shall I do? Oh, okay. Enchanting the altar of the first receiver. Very interesting, thank you. What were those things we learned about this in our water again? Oh, that's cool. Okay, let's see. We can do a sort of Gorham thing to give everyone a +2 attack, but a -2 AC and initiative. Can't do this because we're busy doing stuff there already. We can do one of these. What do we begin doing? Let's see. Fate of the Voracious Jumble, Daybreak, Soul Shear, One Night. I'm gonna do the Voracious Jumble. The Voracious Jumble. That's okay. We can't make this no more. Go and open the door. Oh, make here. I can actually make a bolstered, like a spell. That's kind of cool. Yeah, sure. Sure thing, Ember. No, I hit W by accident. God freaking damn it, man. Alright, so I get 5 of these spellcasts. Oh my god, the dogs. Oh my god, the dogs. Oh, I should have stabbed it, although I didn't. Dream of sayonara-cation. Oh my god. I think the big problem is that if those sorcerers get hit once by anything, I think they just evaporate. They seem very powerful. Having ejected the demons from Eagle Rock, the former Crusaders' outpost lost during the Fourth Crusade, warriors were dismayed to discover that the fortifications had fallen into miserable ruins under demons' rule. However, in the Warden's chambers, there is a cache containing valuables unnoticed by marauders. Oh, look at this, the little shortcut. Oh my god. Oh my god. That's certainly a little bit scary. What the hell is this thing? Phantasmal Killer. You know what? There we go. That's more like it. Now, this is a hard encounter, alright. Oh no, not the channel. A poor prisoner who was freed in the battle asks for a word. In his hand is a item wrapped in rags. The prisoner says he was once a crusader, and for decades he has hidden this item from demons. He is overjoyed to present this to his saviors. This plus 4 sight has a plus 4 bonus to critical confirmation rolls. Okay. 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 I've been using a scythe, but hey. Ooh. Some sort of attraction impulse down here. Oh damn, it's late already. Jesus Christ. I'm like 20 minutes over. Whoops, my bad. There we go, I got this now. Alright, well, I guess that's it, everyone. Jesus. Day, what's up, Duan? Long time. Where did I do for that? Because his ass? He has penis? Run the tactical comes to manage. I will also remember when it's 4 PM. Remind you, is that when you have to leave? Is that when it's work time? Dude, I had no idea what time meant there. Jesus Christ. Alright everyone. Thank you all so much for your time, but fantastic video gaming time. I will unfortunately not be playing Wrath of the Righteous again until Sunday. Because on Saturday, we're of course playing some more Castle Crashers, Definite Edition, Stormhold Crusaders. So I remember too; those were the good old days. Oh, man! All right, that's gonna be for me. Love you all, appreciate you all. If you're new here, feel free to stream doing Discord, all that good stuff. We'll be back with some fantastic Wrath of the Righteous on Sunday, but until that time, I will be offline until Saturday. Where I'll be back at regular time 12:00 North time 12 p.m. GMT +2 schedule down there in your local time zones. Yeah, I don't think there's anything else that is gonna happen. See you? I see you, Mortis. I see you right now. I'm looking at you. You guys have a great rest of your Thursdays. Have a great Friday. We'll be watching a movie tomorrow on Discord if you're interested in that. That's it for me. Love you all. Appreciate you all. Keep fighting foes and